Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. You wake up tomorrow with Jeff Bezos' current net worth, $209 billion. What do you do? Turn off the alarm, go back to sleep. I no longer have to go to work. Dream about what I am going to get for lunch. I'd finally get to grill and eat a tomahawk steak. It's my dream meal and I just cannot afford it. Fix I-95 once and for all. My favorite part about this comment is it's relevant in like 14 states and for 1/3 of the US population. I live on the West Coast and visit my Maryland relatives every year. Fuck 95. I purchase the Amazon. Not Amazon, but the Amazon. My favorite idea so far. Then hire mercenaries to protect the illegal logging that goes on. You can buy land in the Amazon. That's not hard. The hard part is protecting it. The logging companies don't give a shit about whose land it is. So you'll have to use some of that money for an armed force to protect the land. Or maybe pay the loggers 3x their logging salary to not work. Armed force it is. I'm gonna go to the Olive Garden and not even try to fill up on breadsticks. Dag. Truly a sign of money. Living the dream. I asked my wife and she said, without skipping a beat, get a divorce. Welp. She meant get a divorce from her other husband obviously. You're the breadwinner now. Congrats. Look at me, I'm your husband now. There's a joke about that. Husband comes home and asks the wife. What would you do if I won the lottery? Get a divorce and get half of what you won. Great, here's $6. Bye. Guy wins the lottery, alright. Guy rushes home, busts in the door and yells. Honey, pack your bags, I won the lottery. The lottery. She says, oh my. Where are we going to go? Italy. Jamaica. Paris. Husband exclaims. What? I don't give a damn where you pack for, just get out of my house. I call IKEA and let them know I'll be purchasing their entire showroom and renting out the facility for a couple days. I then have a giant paintball match in IKEA. Then I call a financial advisor. Financial advisor, wait, you did what already? Why didn't you just buy the IKEA? You have $200 billion. You've made $60,000 since we've started this conversation. Probably eat less ramen. I'd probably eat more ramen. Masturbate. I'm not doing jack shit without nutting first. The most important post-nut clarity in history. I'm going to buy every female porn star and build a mansion for them to live in with me. Asterisk nuts. A fleshlight is fine too. Build a penis-shaped rocket and launch myself to space. Oh, wait. Yay, probably would even shave my head off to match the vibe with my pee-pee rocket. Put it into the banana stand. There's always money in the banana stand. You burnt down the banana stand. There was $200,000 lining the walls. Buy the Lego UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. You'll still probably have to save up some. Honestly, call the bank just to make sure it wasn't an error I don't want spend, then find out that I'm in debt of how much I spent with probably a interest. This honestly, first thing I do, is find out if it's all bullshit. Am I dreaming? What are the terms? Have taxes been taken out already? Who knows I have it? Etsy. People with that much money don't pay taxes, silly. If you owe a bank $200, that's your problem. If you owe a bank $200 billion, that's their problem. The Iron Bank will have its due. Buy America, how much do politicians cost? Some of them. Hilariously, pitifully cheap to vote your way. Like. The single digits of thousands cheap. Given, still something mostly aligned with their goals and political positions already, but still. No, I wouldn't want to buy their vote, I'd want to buy the person. How much for one politician, and is there a discount for bulk purchases? Use $208 billion to fight disease, climate change and poverty. Use the last billion to live it up till I die. Seriously. Assuming you live another 70 years and invest it, you could still spend like $14 million a year with that last billion. With $20 million left over. It's insane how incomprehensible $1 billion is. This. Just 1 billion is more than enough to do anything you could ever want in a lifetime. Why not also potentially help millions of suffering people? Bezos, now it comes to it, I don't feel like parting with it, it's mine, I found it, it came to me. Gaddafi, there's no need to get angry. Bezos, well, if I'm angry, it's your fault. Caresses the money, it's mine. My own, my precious. Gaddafi, precious. It's been called that before, but not by you. Bezos, ugh. What business is it of yours what I do with my own things? Gaddafi, I think you've had that money quite long enough. Bezos, puts up his fists, you want it for yourself. Gaddafi, Jeffrey Bezos. The very air seems to shake as Gaddafi draws himself up to full height. His voice thunders throughout the grotesquely opulent mansion. Gaddafi, do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you. Bezos starts weeping. He stumbles towards Gaddafi, then yells psych. And, dodging his way around Gaddafi and out the door, runs laughing maniacally into the night. My biggest fantasy is to go into a hospital and anonymously pay off everyone's medical bill, those that need it and can't afford it. I imagine a couple whose child has cancer and they are financially wiped and I just pay their entire debt off, but I don't stop there. I buy them a new house, new car and spending dollar because they probably have been scraping by. I fantasize about paying off that mortgage for that single mom whose husband just abandoned them because he was a cheating jerk. They never know who I am. Things like that. What about the rest of the 99.9999% of the money? You hire a team of lawyers and investigators to find worthy single mom whose husband just abandoned them because he was a cheating jerk. How to tell the world you are American without saying you are American. God, this is so depressingly on point. I am an American who lived in Estonia for a while and sometimes I want to shake my friends in the States. You know, it literally doesn't have to be this way. Right? Like we are literally making this harder when we don't have to. Add guacamole to my Chipotle order. I would be building all kinds of affordable housing for starters. Also, I would be funding a myriad of initiatives including setting up spay/neuter clinics in places like India, northern Canada, etc., where the street dogs suffer immensely. Fully funding anti-poaching units like the Black Mambas and the Akashiga. Large endowments to groups like the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust and Wildlife SOS. I'd love to get involved in providing funding for women/families in poor countries to have clean, safe housing, access to birth control and health care, along with training for them to have small businesses or run small farms to grow and sell food. Etc., etc., etc. There's just so much good a person can do with that kind of money. The possibilities are endless. Upvote for being like the only top response suggesting the money be put to use for the betterment of our society. That's amazing. What would you do with the remaining 208 billion? To be fair, all those projects would take a few billion to complete. It's probably more like 201 billion left. This is sad and true, lol. Add 2 balls to the penis-shaped rocket, just for the lulz, and then go to space. But aerodynamics. Edit, some of you people have never Cabal space programmed and it shows. Fuck it. Probably get Amazon Prime for more than a free trial month. Probably. Yeah, but would you buy WinZip license? Whizip or Wyra? Ask my wife, I died of a heart attack. Your wife and her boyfriend, oh no. Anyways. Solve the plastics issues. Fund the research for the fungi that eats it. Imagine it spreading uncontrollably and ruining the utility of plastics, making it more like non-renewable paper with other textures, but still breaking down really fast. Become Batman. If you are a billionaire and you aren't literally Batman, then WTF are you even doing? Probably cry from sheer happiness at the thought that I will never again have to struggle or go without anything. Then start fixing everything that can be fixed with such enormous wealth. I look forward to all the completely selfless people who will save the world with it. I would set a $10 million bounty on the head of each of the 20,000 worst people in the world. How/who decides this? I do like the idea though. First, I don't tell anyone jack shit. Except my wife. Second, I call a lawyer. Third, I set up anonymous trusts for all my family members and close friends so they get a monthly check for the rest of their lives. I also set up yearly gifts to my favorite charities. Fourth, I buy a lot of land in the mountains and build a home in the middle, with guest houses for friends and family. Fifth, I build the most awesome home computers, network, and storage. Sixth, I buy a great sports car, truck, and sedan. I also find a 1959 Cadillac and have it restored with modern engine, transmission, brakes, and suspension. Seventh, travel the world and enjoy life. This is also my plan if I ever win the lottery. Edit, spelling lol. Edit, to all the people saying what am I going to do with the rest and I'm being selfish in step 3 I will give away 208 billion to family, friends, general people I know and a multitude of charities. I don't think you're thinking big enough with Jeff Bezos' money. I would like to think I would do something similar, but what do you do with the other 208 billion? Realistically, what does he do with the other 209 billion? The amount he wants to spend is a rounding error compared to 209 billion.